Don't fucking do it. Testing. All right. All right. All right. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. Oh shit. We got my man coming up. What up, player? Who you got? Rams or Bengals? Rams or Bengals? Oh, got that Tupac. Rams or Bengals? Yeah, you care?
I don't care, but I'm from here. I'll go for
the Rams. Huh? You going for the Rams? Yeah.
Rams. I'm from California, guy.
You gotta go for the Rams. When's the last time the Rams was in Everett? Jim Everett?
Yeah.
When Jim Everett threw, right. Remember when he threw fucking Jim Rome for talking shit? Remember that shit? Hell yeah, I like that bite. That's dope. Have a good one. You know what I mean? We're just out here in Cali, beautifully centrally fucking located, behind a bunch of shit, and there's people watching me from all fucking angles, because who the fuck shows up on Sunday in a commercial? There's fucking shade here, man. They ripped out all the goddamn shade in California. They ripped all the shade out of California because of homeless, okay? Listen, I got sympathy, bro. I got a lot of empathy, okay? But what about me? What about me? I like to fucking sit on bus stops. They ripped out the goddamn bus stops, bro. They're ripping out everything these days. You know, and I'm not saying I got the answers for homeless, but listen, in the 80s, let's just say sometimes you had a match. Sometimes you asked them to move and you said, you need to move, Maricon. Listen, I don't want you outside peddling your wares outside my place of business. The Super Bowl. It's Super Bowl Sunday. It's Super Bowl Sunday. I'm trying to get jacked. I'm not that pumped, dude. I really don't even give a shit about football. We can be completely honest. I mean, I'm out of that, dude. I'm out of that. I got out of that matrix of gambling. I was gambling too much. I mean, it's fun to go and get drunk with your boys, start a fight, throw chairs, which haven't we all been in fights over? You imagine fighting over a team that you don't even fucking play for? You don't even get cut a check? That's what I need. That's what I need with Uncle Death's Firecrotch. Patreon.com. Patreon.com. I am boozing currently on some. What is it? Tecate? Tecate? The Mexicans like to call it Tecate. You know, sometimes they call it El Tomato, El fucking, you know, drink a couple beer skizo. You know, I speak Spanish. A lot of people don't speak Spanish. I'm big on the old Espanol. You know what I mean? Shout out to the Mexicans. Shout out to you, dirty Mexican. Listen, if you're gonna be a Mexican, you might as well be dirty white boys, dirty Blakes. Who do you got? The dirty Samoan gang. I mean, there was so many gangs when I was growing up. I tell this joke in all types of formats. And listen, sometimes you got to go to open mics. Sometimes you go to open mics, and sometimes you tell jokes like this. It goes like this. Well, when I was a kid, I didn't get drafted onto the Dodgers after the tryout. I got drafted into Esco Viejo Diablo gang. Okay. Also, at the time, they were. Listen, I'm working it out. What do you want from me? Also, I almost got drafted at the same time. The Rolling 30s were trying to draft me. Shout out to my Wigs. Shout out to Wig Nation. Shout out to Wig Nation. I'm fitting. You know what, dude? I'm feeling mighty. I'm feeling like church. I know there's a church over here that gives out free shit. Maybe I'll go over there and probably more action than around here. I guess I'll go for the Rams. It's fine. Cincinnati. Who was Cincinnati? Last time Cincy was in. Well, first of all, the Red Rocket stole my goddamn name. I am the Red Rocket. I've had a little Red Rocket. I imagine that his Red Rocket is bigger than my Red Rocket, but listen, that's fine. We can still play swords. I'm not mad. I need a cig. This is fun. I'm having fun out here. You know what's fun about posting up behind? It's the only shade I could find. I was driving around in circles. I went and got a beer. Right? I got my free food at AM/PM. Shout out to AM/PM. It's nothing more fat. I'm just fat, bro. Today's going to be a fat day. Me and Cliff are doing, shout out to Mr. Cliff Focus, my partner in crime, my Wigga partner in crime, talented motherfucker. Music, professional when it comes to music. Very professional, you know. And, Oh, last night, shout out to Cliff. We were doing and grass fed and Agent Led. My man Agent Led was in the comments. Also, banging producer. And I mean, you don't want to bang him. I'm saying he makes bangers. You know what I mean? I'm not banging anybody for money yet. I mean, Firecrotch Patreon. Go to Patreon, Firecrotch, if you don't want to see, me being, mix in with the transient population in a. If I was gonna do it, I'd be wearing Daisy Dukes. I definitely would wear Daisy Dukes. Wouldn't shave. Definitely would wear a tube top. I'd go tube top. I got these tits are glorious. They're getting so glorious lately. I got don't get fat because then you don't have to be in this experience in life. Your back hurts. You can't see your junk. I'm sure if you're a female, I guess if you're a female, I don't know how skinny you got to get to be able to look down and see your vulva. I don't know. I don't think that's the right word. I think if you look down and you can see your clit, if you're that skinny, how skinny does a female have to be when she can get naked and just look down and the clit's poking out or the lips? I don't know how skinny that one has to be. I could see my dick up until about, holy shit, was it the 90s? I ain't seen my name. I gotta write that down. Jesus on a pogo stick. So I haven't seen my junk in 22 years. So maybe there'll be a day before I die where I go, oh, no way. That's what it looks like? I mean, it could be a whole thing. It's like seeing a long-lost relative. Well, I guess it'd be like seeing a long-lost relative, but we'll let that one sit. We'll let it sit for a little bit. Because, it'd be like seeing a long-lost relative, but yet you see him every day in the, you see it in the, you see it in the mirror. You see it in passing. You see it in the household. You feel it. You know what I'm saying? I guess it'd be like a dead relative. If you had a dead relative that you felt the aura because your relatives passed away, but they're still there and they're looking out for you. And sometimes, it feels good. Sometimes your dead relatives feel fine and it's good. Rest in peace. I lost mom in, I don't know what it was, 90. No, it wasn't the 90s, 2008. So she's gone, but you know what? I feel her every day. And sometimes, I like to name certain things after my mom. Sometimes when listen, I'll be honest with you. I'm a very spiritual man. So sometimes I see like an owl. I might see an owl, right? And it's like kind of, it's not following you, but it's always there in the distance. And sometimes you get a feeling like that might be, and maybe it's your mom. Maybe it's a past relative. Maybe it's somebody that's looking out for you. Like an angel. I don't know about an angel, but maybe, maybe just being like, hey, it's gonna be all right. That's kind of how I feel about it. I feel like when your relatives pass, I still feel like maybe the energy, maybe the good Lord says, hey, why don't you go down there and he needs like a little, I don't know about guidance, but just be like, hey, you're not alone. You know what I mean? You're not alone. So that's kind of where I stay. I honestly believe that. So it is what it is. Get yourself a relative that cares about you, and then when they pass, they'll look over you. That's all I can say about that. So it's Super Bowl Sunday. I'm out here for a second, and then I'm going to go back to, I don't know if there's two spots that I'll probably be checking out over in, where we're going to be. Damn it. It's in San Bernardino. I can't think of the name of it's like a bar and grill. Dang it. Well, we're going to stop by and see we're going to stop by over there. Look out for that. A bar, imagine that. There's a bar in San Bernardino. There's also a spot in Fontana that I was in checkout. Go by there and see if I can. Let's do listen. Let me do a talent train. Maybe I'll host it, and I need you can eat wings and beer. Believe me, it's not going to start out so good. It's like every podcast that I do. They don't start out so well, but about 30, 40 in, it starts to get hot. And that'd be a good thing. So I quit smoking, but to be honest with you, it's not working, and I like it. Okay, what did I do with that? What did I do with that thing there? Have a sip of Rooskies. So I don't know who you guys are taking. LA, Cincinnati. They both haven't been in Well, LA, did LA make it there? I don't even know enough. I don't know enough to know if LA made it recently before they had the staph infection. Me and my brother, I talked to Cliff about it on a podcast the other day, which when you're on podcasts enough, you just repeat a lot of things. But me and my brother had a bet. His favorite team has been the Lions since I can remember. He's never had any other team. Loved the Lions, Barry Sanders, Megatron. And I always loved the Dolphins. I was always a Dolphin fan. Dan Marino, Marx Brothers. So, and they always sucked. After the '80s, the '90s, the Dolphins would make it every year to the playoffs, but they would always lose. They would always lose in the wild card every time. They always lost. It is what it is. I loved it. They never seemed to be able to build a team. Doing what they do, and it's okay. It's all right. I'm still with them. I just haven't been watching lately. I know last time Adam Gase, the team fucking fell apart. He's giving away players. He gave away Jarvis Landry to the goddamn Browns. The Browns ain't been shit since I don't know what. The dog pound? Who was that? Bernie Kosar? The fucking colorblind fucking, what the fuck was he? Italian? Gotta be with a name like Kosar? Maybe a Polak. Might be a Polak. Shout out to the Polacks. Polacks don't get enough love. Hey, guess what? Who invented the Polak jokes never go out of style. And I'd like to tell you one right now. It goes like this. Did you hear about the Polacks that invented the ejection seat for the helicopter? Yeah, they were really Polacky. I don't know if that's how it goes, but if you invent a goddamn fucking ejection seat for a helicopter, it must come down. Maybe it shoots down. Listen, I'm going to help the Polacks. I feel like, because obviously if this is true and this isn't a joke and it's not in context and it gets taken out of context, you might think, hey, maybe the Polacks don't have anything going for them. Maybe we should start a goddamn genocide and go over there. This ain't going to make it much longer. Who gives a shit? Who gives a shit? Here's what I found out recently. Who gives a shit? It's kind of how I live my life. I just need a big tattoo that says, who gives a shit? Shit here when I die. Just take a shit on my old carcass. Well, anyway, let me share some inner thoughts with you before I go. Inner thoughts. Now, the thing about looking like a homeless person is good, and I feel this way sometimes when I'm in the truck and I'm looking the way I do, and I didn't dress for the occasion, and I'm not wearing a fucking tuxedo. I'll drive around, and I'm like, well, I want to have a beer, but you don't want to have a beer. In California, listen, I know the cops have more things to do, but they're always looking for people with open containers. It's just a way into your pockets. It's a way into your truck. I don't know what's in here. My wife drives it. I don't know. Maybe who knows what she did with this truck? I don't think there's anything in it. But do you want to be on the side of the road? I don't want to be on the side of the road sitting on cement. My legs hurt right now standing up entertaining you cocksuckers. So, bottom line, original Wiggers. Bottom line is this, dude, find a place to drink respectfully out in public behind in a commercial setting. They shouldn't fuck with me. There was some people that went into something called the FACP inside. I don't know. Fake automated children pedos. Maybe they're pedos of the people. Who knows? Back to you, Jim. What else is going on? Well, goddamn, the rape of Nanking has just been. I've watched a lot of World War II. I watched the Guadalcanal, which is was an island in the middle of the Pacific after we dominated old Adolf and his fucking heathens, like you do, you fucking animals. The fuck were you thinking 2 times trying to go up against the kid? You can't just go up against the kid. You're not going to just go up against the American kids and think you're going to come out on the other side alive. That shit ain't going to fly, dude. Stomp the shit out of your Nazi asses. I almost wish there was. It's fun. Like I get I really don't get it. Cliff gets it to a point where he's like, I mean, he feels like it's a good thing. When I tend to think anybody that's, I don't give a fuck how good you are. You could be a fucking angel, and if your mind's twisted, you're not. You're fucked. You're an asshole. And if you fucking choose to derail, and you calling everybody Nazis that ain't fucking Nazis. I don't care what your intentions are. I don't know if that's your intention. I think your intentions is to make people, make them vote for you want, watch what you want to watch, fucking wear the mask or not, And I'm saying there's people on both sides, but we both know the plague is old, liberal Lonnie is the plague. And that's how I feel about it. They can suck a dick. It is what it is. But the bottom line is I lost my train of thought with that one. Liberal Lonnie, you're doing it by yourself. You got to run it back. What do we got? Well, to hell with it. To hell with it. Shout out my boy the past, man. The fucking announcer. Who's my announcer's name? That was on the Major League. I think he was a real announcer. God damn it, I forget his name. But I remember listening to Norm Macdonald and fucking Artie Lang talk about rest in peace, old chunk of coal. God damn, I still listen to his podcast now, man. That was fucked up. I didn't even get to know him. It's like I'd let him open for me. I'll let fucking Norm open for me. Do what? Who gives a shit? Go ahead. You can open for the kid. But they would talk about, I don't even know. You know who I'm talking about. If you're in your 40s, you watch Major League, and you know exactly who I'm talking about. That wears the goddamn leisure suits and calls the games. I forget his name. God damn, what's his fucking name? It'll come to me in a minute. Don't worry. I'll fucking do another whole podcast on that guy. But they go, he's like, batter on, man on first. Fucking Diego Garcia's up at the plate. Here comes the pitch. It's a ball low and outside, and then he'd cover the mic and go, God damn, you see the tits on that one. Woo. God damn. Let's get a fucking one of these. Oh, I think it's the wrong one. There we go. Is that the right one? Possibly. Or are we 17? I'm about out of beer. Take me out to the ball game. Take me out to the crowd. Buy me a whore and then touch my balls. I don't care if fucking, the whole America falls for this root for the fucking realistic, logical type motherfuckers. If they don't win, we'll drop a bomb, or it's 1, 2, 3 nukes. You're fucking ball game. Play ball, bitches. Super Bowl Sunday. I'm cutting this bitch. I was ending on that. Salute everybody. Patreon, Firecrotch, Uncle Does Comedy everywhere. Infamous UDVE podcast on all your fucking platforms. Support my boy Cliff on Cliff Focus. Whitest Guy on Instagram. Uncle Does Comedy on Instagram. Where else? What else we got? The Original Wiggins podcast. Live comedy. Every Wednesday at 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, bitches. So if you're in California, that's 6:30, and it's late for my old ass. These are my peak hours, like 4 to 7. Everything after that, I probably won't be there. It just is what it is. So salute everybody. I'll see you next beer. Pop back in then. I'm out. Oh, stop this bitch. Stop that. Stop that.